Let's see. Oh, this is a really nice view. I'm glad I'm building up here. This is a nice town, too. Like, I liked how some of my towns turned out, and we should absolutely add some, like, proper rooftops to some of these, seeing as we have the ability to make roofs. But I'm happy with this so far. The natural, like, the only thing that disappoints me is I can't purify that spring there. That's an annoyance. Not a big one, but it's like, I don't know, it'd be nice if I couldn't. Okay. Now, how the hell... Okay, it actually looks like we might want to make a bigger bathhouse, too. But yeah, there's straight up a line for the, Let's see. I could do wraparound stairs. I could do a ladder. Let's do a ladder for now. But we might want to do a wraparound staircase. I'll have to think about it. I do wish the hearts just auto-collected. They're kind of a mess. Okay, so what do we do next? We grab that. Question. Inventory. Do I have any more of those drapery doors? No. I think it's time we experiment with what counts as a wall. If I remember right, any kind of enclosed space kind of works. It looks like it can potentially use wooden fencing. Let's see, what else can I make? Yeah, I've never done anything with padded floors. And I might as well make a bunch of those. What are those? Oh, it requires bark. Okay, so time to figure out if I can make a building that is mostly made out of fence posts. Because if I can, this is going to be really pretty. Please tell me this works. Moment of truth. Large room. Alright, so I mean, obviously it does have kind of a cage-ish feel to it. But that's okay, because we can make a bunch of dining sets. Let's put away the tomato stuff. Farming-related things. We'll put the roof away for now. Next thing we want to do... We do have the sinister sconces, but let's skip those. Oh, I can't place that there. So that's... That is an issue. I guess you know what I could do? bash these in. Move this here so it's lined up. So now we're in a large dining room. And I can expand it more as we get, like, more bits and know more about, room locations. But still, that actually looks really nice. Okay, so we've got that. Yeah, I guess if I wanted to, I could actually continue the staircase around this. Let's do that. Let's see. Because I'm not a big fan of ladders to begin with. I should not have done that. Why? The ladder, you boob. Ah! Okay. How the devil did I even do that? I think I might have to leave that one there, at least for a little bit. I wonder if I can... I don't know. I'm also out of wood, which makes this kind of inconvenient. It does look like the trees get even bigger. Well, do we go on a complete, tree blasting spree? We might want to. Let's see. Because, yeah, I'm out of wood. Let's just warp out here and just smash all the available trees. I think I might, actually try and take out one of the big ones. I'm not sure if that gives me wood blocks, though. That's the one fear. Yeah, it's gonna give me bark. Woof. I'm just gonna get rid of one of these. This is gonna look like an absolute hack job. Because, yeah, this is just gonna give me non-stop bark and nothing more. Okay. So... not the most exciting. And it's gonna make a terrible mess. Because, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get everything here. Interestingly enough, I can get no wood out of this. It's all just... it's all just leaves. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna take what I can grab. And that should be enough to hopefully make a proper like set of rooftops for a lot of this. I don't know what I'm gonna use the leaves for. They're actually kind of pretty, sort of. I wish they were a little bit less empty in the center. Because they were straight up just a texture. They look nice. But they're still also just a texture. Let's see. I'll have to just figure out how to collect a bunch of these. Like I said, real ugly. This poor tree. Only held together by spit shine and magic. Just the way no one intended for it. Well, I mean, honestly, that's how these games go. It'd be nice if you actually took out the initial level, if the rest of the tree would actually... Wow, okay. If the rest of the tree would actually crumble and fall. And you just get all the resources. It would certainly save me a lot of time. Oh, I can just kill these guys for poop. Hello. Time to go poop smithing. Do we have any other undead buckaroonies that want to smack? I was hoping I'd find more in the catacombs, but the catacombs were shockingly dead-free. Even the graveyard's shockingly dead-free. Well, so be it. Let's see. I was really hoping I could go do what I do to... Well, we could check this other section here. Probably also go after some of these acorns and see what I get there. Later. But yeah, you know how we got attacked by, like, a silly amount of bodkin boyars? It would be really nice if similar amount of undead would just pop out and you could just go, wait, hold on. Yeah, no, never mind. That's the usual entrance. So let's just look around for a little while. Because we still have a couple of orcs to... Well, that was fast. What do we got over here? Because this is also a completely different location. Cripes, this one has lava. May the yellow flowers of the Covenant bring joy to the land, a joy that lies on the far horizon. Huh. I almost wonder if those are completely different, well, I don't know. It looks like there's 3 islands that we have yet to get to, and they're somehow bridged. Probably by, obviously, completing this quest line. Let's see. Definitely need more... Need more wood. Need more dry grass. Because I've certainly been running low on dry grass. It'd be nice if you could actually grow some of the basic incidentals like dry grass. Let's see, did I ever kill that giant crab? No, I actually haven't killed the giant crab yet. Or found the last of the weird Draki statues. Does anybody know where the last of the Draki totems is? Because there's only so much left on my map that I haven't found yet. Has it been up there? It might be associated with that. Let's go to the clifftop cabin. I'll just go looking around. Let's see. Can you give people in town the death needles? Sadly, no. Okay, all Draki statues are in the bog and caves. Well, that might actually be it over there near the bridge. I am paralyzed. Oh no. Always make yourself into a tunnel mole. Oh god, that sounds less than fun. What if I get any equipment at a later date that actually makes it so I can act underwater? Because it'd be interesting to try and make like a purely underwater town at some point. Probably wouldn't get me anything. Probably would just be more frustrating than anything else. Is there a cave next to him? Nope. Okay, well, we haven't mapped out this upper area. Actually, we haven't mapped out much of this. Might be a cave in there. That actually looks kind of suspicious. Wait, no, that's how I got here. Nothing here. Eh. Oh, the dog's freaking out again. I guess we might as well. I forgot that there's still a whole bunch of sugar cane seedlings that we probably haven't collected. It's very slow. You'd have to worry about not drowning for one thing. That'd just make it more exciting. You won't get away. Huh. Don't see a whole lot of skeletons around here. Okay, but yeah, that's the cave I went through initially. There's really, like, too much sugar in this immediate area. It's an inconvenience, more than anything else. I mean, it's nice to grab it all, because now we're just going to have stupid amounts of sugar forever. But I just don't need it. Okay. So let's check the map. So, functionally, we've been everywhere in the bog. We just missed a cave. Or it's with that crab. I think I'm going to start with the crab, because the crab's an easy and obvious place to start. Let's see, you just got Dragon Quest Builders 2 thanks to your streams. Helping you decide to get it. I hope you enjoy. I'm having a blast with this game. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is a fantastic game. Is that... Ooh, armor bonus. I'm hoping for the most part I can just start one-shotting some of these guys. Hell, it'd be great if I could one-shot the whole boss. Or boss, strong enemy. Panicking a bit? Oh, and it hurts. Okay. But yeah, it seems like it is not susceptible to... What are you doing? Nope. Going after Malroth. And missing badly. Oh, don't summon your buddy. Your buddies are frustrating. Your defense bonus is annoying. Die, crab goons. You're just getting in my way. Look at how they have the exact same animations. We should probably try cooking some of these crab claws. I will admit, one thing that always grossed me out about the Dragon Quest monsters is, in a lot of cases, like, a lot of them are, like, drooling or, like, have, like, a big floppy tongue out. For a couple of them, it was, like, acceptable. For a lot of them, it just looks kind of weird and gross and disappointing. Okay, I am burning salads here. I thought he was about to attack. The answer is no. He sucks at hitting Malroth. And I have learned how to make... What have I learned how to make? Tortoiseshell. Whoa, hi. Armor with a rigid back resembling that of a reptile. That's some good defense. So would you play a Hyrule Builders style game, but you can create a dungeon with soldiers in a town nearby? I don't know if I would enjoy it as much if I had to make the dungeons themselves. That said, if there was a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild style game with town building closer to this, maybe a little bit more structured, maybe you just like are looking for recipes and like building and upgrading towns, kind of like I don't know what's an easy example of a game with like buildable and upgradable buildings. I mean, I would almost say, weirdly enough, closer to like tower not tower defense. Hard to describe, but I don't think I'd enjoy it if I had to make the dungeon myself. But I would love it if it was one of those where you had to, well, actually, that's kind of an easy example to talk about. So I didn't like, Breath of the Wild all that much, in a number of circumstances, because I found it to be, I'm not gonna say punishing, but, like, it wasn't very fun getting equipment in that game. Because you get it, you'd use it, and it would break, and you'd be like, sweet, thank. And then you were done. You just have to go get more. And so, like, oftentimes I'd avoid fights, or use, like, cheesy roundabout methods of fighting, because I wanted to hold on to some of my good weapons. And so I'd either use, like, real cheap shit, which just didn't feel good. Or I could go for some fries right now. I'd either use really cheap stuff, bombs, or, like, just hoard stuff forever, until eventually I'd either, like, max out on weapons, I'd be like, okay, fine, I can start actually using some of these, and it just didn't feel very good. No matter what, I either, like, stinged or I had no weapons at all, because there was no easy middle ground. Especially as the game got progressively harder. Yeah, because we already got the one here. I definitely used bombs a lot. I also got, well, I had the Wolflink amiibo, and he was downright deadly for a while. Even up until, like, kind of the mid-end game, he was pretty effective against the, he was pretty effective against the, like, regular mobs, too. I've been in, yeah, I've been in there. That's just a random seaside tunnel. But it was one of those where it was a little unsatisfying to find, like, a interesting-ish weapon and then have it break within, like, a couple of minutes. I think it would have been much more satisfying. You know how you had to, like, build up that one town that, like, had been busted? It actually would have been quite satisfying if, he's back? Huh. I already fought this guy. Let's see. But, like, what if you had... If, for Breath of the Wild, there were no other towns. There's just this, like, kind of ruins of a Sheikah town. All over the, and all over the place is just nothing but, like, enemy camps and so on and so forth. And you have to, like, go out, gather lumber, gather food, gather resources, mine iron, mine other things. And by doing so, you'd unlock, more resources, more weapons, more armor. And, you know, maybe you'd have to delve into some, like, side dungeons or something like that to rescue people, grab new townsfolk. You know, maybe you need a better smith. You go out, hey, you found some bokoblins have captured people, and one of them might be a good smith or a farmer or something, and they unlock various features. And so, I'm a really big fan, actually. You know what? You know what I'd like to play? Legend of Zelda crossed with, Digimon World 1. Because that's actually what I'm describing right now. Because Digimon World 1 was fantastic. It was one of those games that... Oh. Be there? No, that doesn't seem likely. It was really fun playing that game because every Digimon you found changed your town, gave you a new function. Some of them were more useful than others, but, like, some of them were amazing. And, like, really stood out. I am not finding this, this last Draki statue. So you want me to tell you? Yes, please. I don't want to just, like, go hunting for a cave that I missed. Because that's what I'm currently doing, and it's not unsatisfying, it's just time-consuming. Once you enter the swamp... Oh, so it's, like, right at the very beginning. That just never turned left because the, warp statue was over there. That's probably the case, actually. A deserted Hyrule would feel sad. Well, I think the point of it would be you were rebuilding it. Because... You know, Ganon had 100 years to like, wreck things. And so you'd still have the dungeons. You know, you'd probably still have the Gorons. Like, you'd have the Goron area, the Zora area. It actually wouldn't even be that far off from, like, how Legend of Zelda, like, Ocarina of Time was even organized. Because Ocarina of Time, except for Hyrule Castle, and even Hyrule Castle, like, almost all of it was desolate, empty, and sad. It just seems depressing. Isn't that... Isn't that, like, kind of standard? Like, Ocarina of Time had the Zora area. Oh, here it is. They had the Zora area, they had the Goron area, they had Hyrule Castle. I guess they did also have the Windmill Town. But, like, you know, cut a couple of those out until you've actually... Yep, there it is. Until you've properly, expanded it out. You know, maybe after your initial town gets big enough, you've rebuilt, you know, the basic Sheikah town where Link or whatever your character is... I would say it'd be best that you just play as Link because it's a Zelda game, let's be honest. If you're not playing as Link would just feel weird. Yep, totally missed this cave, though. But, you know, after you finish the first town sufficiently, they're like, hey, by the way, here's, like, 2 other town locations that we'd like to build up. One's kind of close to the Goron area, one's close to the Zora area, and then you kind of, like, expand out and stuff. but then, you know, you're constantly just building up your town, going into dungeons. I mean, very similar style. The only difference is you'd actually have to build the towns that you're visiting yourself. It would be fun. I don't think it would be that necessary, and I can see a lot of people not enjoying it. Let's see. Oh, the Dietrich's restoration's at hand. Oh, no, it's just telling me about that. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna get rid of everything down here. Oh, what? What? There we go. Well, I didn't mean to do that. But you know what? Oh, go away. That's not... You want to Zelda skin Dragon Quest Builders? Not really. Because Dragon Quest Builders plays quite differently from like a Zelda game. Oh, spoil spores at the farm. I do want similar things. There are enough cross mechanics that I would kind of agree. No, don't. It's gonna break my shit. But no, I'd actually say I want a Dragon Warrior Monsters skins, or a Zelda skin Dragon Warrior Monsters, if that makes sense. Because I don't want the voxels. I don't want the... I don't want the voxels. I don't want the, let's see. I don't want the voxels. I don't want all of the, like, small side quests. I think a lot of this also comes from, my mild dissatisfaction with how Breath of the Wild was presented. Okay, keep an eye out. There's got to be one more around here, but I don't see it. It's actually kind of inconvenient. Let's see. Can we... Oh! That would do it. Because I felt like Breath of the Wild was fun, but I needed more of a reason to just be out and about. You know, exploring the world. Okay, so are you guys gonna... You guys actually gonna do anything with this, or... Oh, yeah. It is a farm, but they're not farming. Because none of them want to till the field here. Let's see, please stop trying to sell me on it. I'm not trying to sell anybody on anything. I'm talking about what I would like. Like, just because I'm talking about it doesn't mean that I'm trying to convince you that it's good. I'm just talking about how, for me, I would enjoy it. Oh, now they're going. I guess they just needed some time to realize, or maybe the staircase to access it. Let's see. In retrospect, let's see. Grab this. Does that mess anything up? No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Let's see. And we want to grab some more of these. Let's see. We've got plenty of pumpkin seeds. We've got the stackable Dracula. Put away the ladder. Put away some of these things. Put away the ceramics-ish. But no, it doesn't even have to be Zelda style. Though I think a Zelda-style version of this would actually lend itself well. It kind of goes back to me talking about Ashen in regards to this game. I want something close to this or Digimon World 1. But with more of a focus on, like, solid level design and combat and exploration than light quests and sandbox activities. Very similar, but it's not quite the same yet. But truly, I'm gonna be honest. I would prefer if Zelda just kept staying Zelda and didn't, like, rock the boat too much. And then, we got new games and new IPs that changed the formula, if that makes sense. Because to some degree, I think I would have enjoyed Breath of the Wild more if it had actually been like a new Nintendo game. And then they had just made like a proper, well, maybe not a proper Zelda game. I just missed the dungeons because the lack of dungeons felt real weird to me. See, Cadence of Hyrule crossover was very good. I agree with that. Cadence of Hyrule was fantastic, but there was also Crypt of the Necrodancer before it, so the crossover felt good. For example, if we got, I mean, this would never happen, but like a Dark Souls Zelda crossover. They're very similar games, and it'd be interesting to see like a Zelda game that is effectively just one large sprawling dungeon that you're in. That would be cool. Okay, so now that we've got that set up, now it's time to plant some pumpkins. Because, to be honest, as much as I like Zelda, it does fall back on a lot of the same tropes. That Link and Zelda are different people every single time, but also the same people every single time. And, like, that's why I say would have wanted Breath of the Wild to be a standalone thing, for example. Because it's like an interesting reboot and whatever, but it's still Link, Zelda, and Ganon, even though it's like changed stuff. Hey! We finished the main mission. I haven't even grown a pumpkin yet. Yippee! We did it, dude. We did it. Furrowfield Farm's back and better than ever. We've done everything we need to keep the Dia happy, too. Huh? Look, dude, there's so much power flowing through the Dia. Let's go over and have a closer look. Yeah, had Cadence of Hyrule been first, not Crypt of the Necrodancer, the reception might have been different indeed. I think people still would have liked it quite a lot, but I'm so glad that it happened because it's a fun crossover. Let's see, Hyrule Warriors was a good crossover. That's also true. I haven't played Hyrule Warriors. I'd like to. Is Hyrule Warriors for the Switch? Because I might be picking up the new Switch Mini. Switch Lite, whatever it's called. I wouldn't mind doing like a co-op thing with Shell. Because I know there was co-op with the Wii U, but it was apparently like real laggy, so I didn't really want to do that. So it's grown even bigger. It's so beautiful. It's more wonderful than I ever imagined. Blimey! All the energy from the plants we grew has flowed into the Dia Tree. I'm just about moved to tears thinking about it. Perhaps we're going to restore life and light to the land or island after all. We shall drive the ill wind from these fair shores once and for all. The Dia Tree's growth proceeds apace. Perhaps with time it'll reach its full size and full strength. But I fear the Children of Hargon will seek to destroy it long before then. We must consult with a brainy Badoon before it's... Bad Boon before it's too late. But before that, it's party time. Today's the day Furrowfield Farm's finally back on its feet. And if that ain't enough to warrant a harvest festival, I don't know what is. Well said, Perry. Hear me, humans. It's time for us to celebrate a job well done.